Hey everyone, this is Carla. Welcome to an all new episode of Projectized, the project management show. This is part 4 of the 5-part processing group series. So, in part 1, I covered initiating, part 2, planning, part 3, executing, and today is monitoring, controlling, processing group. So, in the monitoring, controlling, processing group, you're doing what we're calling variance analysis. So, variance analysis is what you're taking what is planned and comparing it to the actual work that you're doing. So, you, as the project manager and the project team, you're doing the work and executing, and now you're comparing the work that you did in executing to compare to what you did in the project management plan in the planning processing group. It matters because you want to make sure that if there are any changes, this is where you make the changes. So one of the most important concepts in this processing group is called perform integrated change control. That's the project management body of knowledge way of talking about change management. And so if there are any changes beyond the thresholds that you set in the project management plan, when you were doing the planning processing group, you would submit a change request. So the reason why you go through a formal process is to avoid scope creep. And scope creep is an unauthorized change uh, that you really can't account for. And in this project management, it's bad. Another thing is called gold plating. And gold plating is when you put bells and whistles on things that weren't in the project management plan. That's not good because you, as the project manager, have to be accountable for all of the changes and all of the work. If you cannot trace the work back to approval, it falls on you. And you, as a project manager, what the formal change control procedure does is protect you as a project manager, which is extremely important. I mentioned variance analysis because there's some things I want to talk about, specifically some of the core concepts of variance analysis, such as earned value, planned value, and actual cost. So, planned value is the planned work that you had in the project management plan and in the 3 baselines. Earned value is the actual work that you've done. And actual cost is the actual cost of the project work up to a specific point. And those 3 elements, those 3 variables give you schedule variance, which is earned value minus planned value, cost, which is earned value minus actual cost, the schedule performance index, which is earned value divided by planned value, and the cost performance index, which is earned value divided by actual cost. Those are 4 of the main, earned value management formulas that you will see on the project management professional and the certified associate in project management exam. That's where this monitoring controlling is exactly where you do all of that. So for this one, you're monitoring controlling and you're making sure that the actual work that you did in executing aligns with what you planned in the planning processing group. So that concludes this episode of Projectized. So as I mentioned before regarding the PMP, I always want you to get your PMP as soon as possible. This recording is January 2020. The PMP changes for the exam will be July 1st, 2020. And I know that you're busy, you work during the week, so I once again partner with Gray Campus again, but this time for weekend project management training starting January 18th, 2020, the 19th, and then the next weekend, the 25th and the 26th, where I'll help you learn about the PMP exam. And this is some of what we will be teaching in the PMP that I do teach that on Projectized. But to learn more about it, we do have discounts at carlarjenkins.com/Gray Campus PMP. The link has the built-in discount there. I'm very grateful to partner with Gray Campus and for them to do discount, especially in the beginning of the year. It's a great way to get started, especially since the exam is changing, and we want to help as many people as possible. If you've been watching my Projectized show, you know, since the fourth quarter, since the announcement came out, I've always said that get certified as soon as possible. It's January. The work hasn't started rolling in. You haven't started getting busy. Today is January 10th, and this is the first full week back from the new year and new decade. I want you to be successful because the PMP has helped me obtain a lot of career opportunities. I want the same for you. So January 18th and 19th, and then January 25th and 26th. carlarjenkins.com/Great Campus PMP. I put the link in the title so you can click on it. As I mentioned, it also has a built-in discount. So I look forward to seeing you. Remember, we have one more episode for our 5th and 5-part series. We'll talk about closing. I look forward to seeing you.